grade was looking at, because we're going to be doing our MeWalk unit in the spring when we can do our MeWalk field trip. So we're actually going to be starting with the basic principles of U.S. government and the heroes, the local heroes. That will be beginning of the year. Yeah. But this was all 1, 2, 3. So homework has started, right, for both of us now. For third grade, what that looks like, they this week only have 20 minutes of reading per night. We feel that reading is really important, so we want them to do that every single night, not just what they do in the classroom, but at home as well. That can look however is appropriate for your child. They can read independently, you can read with them, you can read to them. We don't really care. I don't really care how that's done, just that it's being done. And coming soon will be an additional 10 minutes of math practice per week. The idea is that they just practice a little bit of math, often through technology, through fun hands-on activities that we'll assign, but they get a lot of choice within it, and many students last year went way beyond 10 minutes a week. We just I don't believe in having lots of worksheets on that every night, so they will kind of do as much as they want with that. So if you are having a great time and your kid is running with something, then let them. They can certainly surpass that. And Typing Club is encouraged. They're getting some of the tech stuff fine-tuned with that, but that's coming to practice their typing. But again, that's kind of optional as much as they want to do. We'll do some in class too. And all the homework, you should have seen a bright pink paper came home on Monday in that black folder. That's the homeschool folder. It should be filled out and then signed at the bottom and returned by Friday.
And then fourth grade, 20 minutes of reading per night, and then 10 minutes of math practice per night. So that's the difference between the third and fourth. And then often we'll send home math clips where the kids can watch like a YouTube video or learn Zillion or something on Khan Academy, and then they might have some questions to answer, and that will help structure it for you at home too. And the nice thing with you seeing the clips is then you know what they need to do for math. It helped a lot when the Common Core first rolled out with just understanding those concepts. Obviously too, if there's any time with either of us that you feel like the homework needs to be modified for your child for any reason, we will work with you on that, totally.
Yeah. Less or more or whatever it is,
right.
We'll work with you.
Totally. Once in a while we'll send home a written assignment as a fourth grade team if there's something special coming up or things like that. Again, Typing Club is encouraged, homework's due Friday. And then Tech Access, we're working like front row. We wanted to have it up and rolling, and there's been some glitches. They were supposed to be able to roll up, so all the third graders, for example, used it last year. So they were supposed to roll it up to the next class so that we could have all that data from last year, and there's just been glitches. Yeah. So we have decided.
Finally figured out about today.
I think so. So Monday we're putting them all on it and going through it with the kids and all that stuff. So it'll be good to go for homework for next week for Front Row.
For those of you that haven't seen Front Row yet, it's really great math practice that is done by standard. So students practice certain standards that they need. It says certain skills that they need, and there's a lot of videos attached to it. So if they're struggling somewhere, there's videos that they can go through to watch to help them learn that skill. So it's a really great resource that they will have soon. Okay, so we will be emailing a newsletter every other week on Mondays. So you got the initial one, and another one will be coming out next week. And we'll have information on the curriculum, and then we'll have also a few separate things for third and fourth, maybe field trips or dates that are upcoming, and then also the separate science and social studies things that are going on.
And then conference week is October 26th through 30th, which I think is a little bit earlier this year than usual. Amy and I are talking, that's a week before my due date. So I would like to be there and have both of us there for as many of the conferences as possible. So we will probably try to schedule as many the week prior to that as we can. So we will definitely, we're working on how that's going to look, and we'll contact you guys too. And obviously if you need to keep it that week because that's what's on your calendar, we respect that also. But I was like, yeah, that's a little bit close. So try to get as many in as I can before that. And that week is always early release also too.
So 1:40. Yeah, and then the conferences in the spring is by parent request. And of course, we are open to meeting with you
anytime.
Yeah. So you can always reach out to us, and we're happy to sit down and meet with you. Some of you signed up for listening conferences, so we'll be getting in touch with you for that next week. So we're here. We're available. And as far as communication goes, so for me, I'm E. Hawkins, even though I go by Beth E. Hawkins at lcmschools.org. And for these guys, it's the Miller Host at lcmschools.org, so that way they both see it. So that Miller one's kind of done, right?
Yep. Okay.
Individual.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'd love for you to use this email too.
Easier, that's the one. Yeah. And just for same thing needs, we often get emails that like at 9 o'clock in the morning when we're in the middle of instruction and we may not see it until after school. And so if you've sent us an email saying, tell my kid to get on the bus after school, just assume that we have not seen it unless we've responded to you. So if we happen to catch it at lunch or something, we'll say, got it, we'll let them know. But if you haven't heard from us, contact the front office because we may well have missed it.
And also the phones are not a reliable way of getting.
Mine doesn't dial right now, we realize today.
Oh,
So there's that.
So the phones, yeah, don't leave us voicemail. We might likely not get them. So email is the best way. Also, stopping in after school or before school if you need us, we're usually here. So, and volunteering, we love parent volunteers. We encourage parent volunteers, and we will be sending out a schedule soon so that you can sign up according to whatever day or subject that you want. So that is coming within the next week or so. Right? Okay. So appreciations.
I know, that's kind of.
I don't know what. I'm grateful because my classroom coordinators just today, I got them, so Shannon Wagner and Beth Dinowitz.
And then Rebecca too, she's interested, so I think we've got all of them.
I'm just keep adding to the list. So every parent in my class is a parent classroom coordinator. Thank you so much for doing that. And then
We have Mandy,
who's videoing for us.
Yep.
Thank you, Mandy.
and then fourth grade Spark Rep is Rebecca Cassis. Mandy's videotaping for us in the back there.
And I don't know who my spark rep is, if you're here. Raise your hand. No? Okay, so I haven't heard anything probably because that doesn't exist yet. So if you're interested in being a spark rep for my class,
And that person would coordinate the auction project.
yes.
What I don't know what the other duties would be, but for sure that.
That's the name that I know of.
Yeah.
The other ones.
If there's
It's
anything
kind of
that,
a liaison
yeah.
between Spark, I think, and classrooms. Yeah. So speaking of Spark,
Well, I know that you just heard quite a bit about Spark, but I just wanted to emphasize how important donating to our school's foundation is. We have our fabulous music teacher, Mrs. Derby, because of Spark. We have Mrs. Mason, our new art teacher, because of Spark. We have instruments for fifth graders and outdoor ed because of it. So just encourage you to please support Spark as much as you can. And there's lots of ways. There's the annual giving campaign. There are parent parties. There's kids parties. There's fun runs. There's lots of different ones.
and you mentioned science is a pretty good chunk in there. So that's where those Fox kids are being. We're getting more things to be caught up to the next generation science standards. So that's been really helpful. And as a former fifth grade teacher, outdoor science education is awesome. It's really fun. The kids are already so excited about it. They were in here talking about it today. So that's a cool program.